Well, there are other people that value me at this number. Things are always worth what someone's willing to pay for them. And you have to kind of steal yourself away slightly and not take it personally.
Right.
Um, and just look at it. This is your value, and you can build that value and you can seek out that value. And there's nothing more valuable than someone else saying, this is worth something. You put a number on it. And I went to them, I said, this is the posting. This is what they're looking to pay this position. This is what I'm asking, which is actually less than that. And I'm actually advanced in the stages. It took about 2.5 weeks for them to come back to me with that final, like, hey, it's going to start. And they gave me that in the middle of May, and they started that raise in June. So they actually started at the next pay period, which was, that's awesome too. But it took 2.5 weeks. A week would go by, I would send them an email. And then that second week, I was a little bit more aggressive. I said, hey, I went through 2 screenings, 2 interviews. I believe they went extremely well.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this is what they're looking to pay this position.
Right.
I'm actually asking for less. I would love to stay. I would love to build this team. I would love to keep, building with this team.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, okay, thank you for being so frank and upfront about this. And I don't think you need to be aggressive and mean, but it's all about leverage and
Mm-hmm.
not taking it personally in that point. You just
Right.
have to say, I am worth this.
Right.
I am worth this number at least, and
Yeah.
if not more. I could probably go find somebody else that's going to pay me more, but
Yeah.
this is what I'm getting now. This is what I'm asking for, and I believe I deserve it.
Yeah.
I'm not entitled to it, but I deserve it.
And I think you also have to be ready to leave if they rebuke you, right? If you get to that point where you're having that conversation, in order to be credible, you already have to believe in your heart that if they're not going to give you the increase, that you're going to leave, right? Because
Mhm.
if they don't give you the increase and you stay, then one of the messages they'll get from that is, oh, he was never really that serious, and so we don't ever have to worry about this again. Like he'll never come back and try to do this again. And and you don't want that, right? That's not a favorable position for you to be in. So let me recap something here. So you're at your current employer, you're asking for an increase in your compensation. They say it'd help if you had an outside offer. So you go off and you get an outside offer, and then you bring it back and you go through this process, and ultimately you win, and you do get increased pay in your current job. But I want to explore something else. What did you do with that outside offer? Did you, what happened there? Because like did they actually offer you the job?
So here's the kicker. Maybe you can hear my cat in the background, but
Nope.
uh, good, very very good. The kicker was I didn't get my official offer letter before getting the raise.
Mm,
I said, this is the range. This is how far I'm in the process. And I am serious about leaving, which I was. You do have to have that in your heart that in every negotiation, you have a number,
yep.
and you have to have some dignity about it. And again, not personal, not taking it personally. This is what
Hmm.
I'm worth. And I thank you and no thank you type of thing. And so that was my number. I was sticking to it. They said, "Can you lower the number? Can we have this as a series of raises up to that number?" And I said, "No, this is actually what I'm worth within
Hmm.
the industry." And they gave me what I asked for exactly, which was great. And then maybe 3 or 4 days later, uh, I got a call from the manager, the account manager. They said, "We'd like to offer you that job." And here's the thing was, he said that was a level 3 senior or level 4 engineer position with this
Hmm.
company. I said, we want 7 years of experience. You have 3, 4. We're going to give you a level 3, which is going to be at that time, the top end of it was going to be about a 15% raise.
Hmm.
So I was like, I really like your mission, and I have already been offered 25%. Is that a possibility? And they're like, no, this is really what the customer came back with.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, it's bittersweet. It was disappointing. Um, but that's what they came back with. And I said, I thank you very much for the opportunity to interview with you. I really like the company and the people, the team. It's great. But I have been offered more,
Mhm.
um, not an insignificant amount, 10% over what you're offering. And I'm gonna have to go with that because I already liked the job I had.
Right.
If I just like absolutely did not and I wanted to jump ship, then I probably would have taken that 15%. But yeah, they came back 3 days later with the offer and said, "We're gonna give you a mid-senior and rather than a senior position. Is that okay with you?" And I actually had to turn it down because it was less than I had originally negotiated with my current company.
That's fabulous. So, okay. So what I'm hearing you say is, you were in the perfect position. You had two employers, your current employer and then this other employer. They're both seeing you as irresistible. They both want you on their team, and you are the one who gets to choose, right, which
Yeah.
one you're going to take, and on your own terms. And
Mhm.
Ed, this is what I want for everybody that I work with who are, coming to me and saying, Kip, how do I get into cybersecurity, or how do I get promoted, or how do I get a pay raise? And this idea that that you get to choose from multiple competing offers, both of which are better than the one you have right now. Congratulations. What a
Thank you.
wonderful place to be.